welcome back to my channel and to a new video. Got another sit down video again today, and I'm going to be discussing how I started running and what you actually need and tips for beginners. I feel like there's so much different information online. My objective of this video is to just tell you what you need as a beginner, and make it cheap. Because obviously running, I feel like the further you get into it, the more expensive it gets. Yeah, these are my tips. I'm going to go into my running journey briefly. Obviously it's only quite early on, and then move on to all the products I use and just top tips if you are a beginner. So the first part, my running journey. Without even realising it, I think I actually started running due to watching the London Marathon. One of Ryan's friends completed the London Marathon last year. We went up to support him, and I think it was about a week after I went on my first run in 4 years. So I look back now and I'm like, I think that probably just did show me if all these people can do it, I can too. Stop putting myself in a box. And yeah, I literally from April 2024 to Feb 2025, I just went on one run a week. Sometimes some weeks I wouldn't go on one, but roughly one a week. And the main objective was just to run to enjoy it, to not put any pressure on it, see if I like it, and just not focus on the distance, focus on the time, just get out, run. I'd aim for 20 to 30 minutes, and I think I was probably averaging on running 3Ks maybe. I ran a few 5, but I started stopping a lot, and I think I've realised, I was I'm letting my mind control this too much. I've realised I enjoy it now, and I'm willing to start putting in the work. But I think it's so important to just build the habit first, without a strict distance or pace goal, because I think if I didn't do that, I would have rushed in too quickly and felt a bit just too overwhelmed, a bit too much pressure. Whereas the just going out, going on a run for 20-30 minutes, coming back once a week, I would recommend that, to just ease yourself in. And just because everyone's running marathons and half marathons, it doesn't mean you need to be yep, I'm going to start on a half marathon plan or something like that. I would recommend doing it gradually for your joints as well. So in February this year, I can't remember the specific date, I decided to join Runner. I think everyone has heard of Runner at this point. Your best mate's goldfish, that kind of vibe. I feel like everyone's speaking about Runner, and I was kind of would it make that much of a difference? It has. It really has. The app is so good. I ran an 8K this morning without stopping, and it's May now, and I started running with Runner in Feb, where I couldn't even run 3K without stopping. The app is just, let me get it up. So I feel the benefits of using an app, I think there's another app called Cooper, I think it is. And it's basically an online coach, but for running, but cheaper for running because it's an app. It's $15.99 a month. Sounds like an ad, it's obviously not an ad. It's $15.99 a month, but I did manage to get the first 6 weeks free. You're meant to get the first 2 weeks, but yeah, I managed to get the first 6 weeks free. I know it is cheaper if you pay annually, which I do want to do eventually. I just don't have the money to do that right now. But I will probably do that in the next couple of months, because then I think it works out about £8 a month if you get the annual subscription. So obviously a lot cheaper. But that's an example, you can see that, of what the run looks like. So when I first started the plan, I did the back to running plan, just because I was kind of not right as a beginner, but I just thought it would work for me, and that one did work for me. And if I remember rightly, that started as just you'd have to run for a certain amount of time, walk for a certain amount of time, repeat. Whereas this one's focusing more on pacing, because I'm doing a 5K improvement plan. I'm on week 5 of 8, I'm nearly completed it, because I have just this week integrated the strength function of the app as well. As I've been really inconsistent with the gym, I've just not really been enjoying it. So I thought if I'm being told what to do, it might help a bit. And I did an upper body session with it the other day, and it was decent, it was alright. And then I also do the mobility with them as well. It's 30-minute yoga. Nothing ever really matches up to yoga with Adrian, but because this is runner focused, I kind of need to do it, But I'd really recommend the app. You can change your weeks, so you can move them along. I'm pretty sure you can skip workouts and it recalibrates. You can have like certain goals or whatever. And at the moment it says in 4 weeks my 5k is expected to go from 35 to 37.10. And my current one is 37.05, I think. I feel like a big battle is like learning to run slow, because I feel like I always can go fast. I'm like, no, I can't, don't want to run that slow, like an 8-minute pace. And like it feels slow, but then that's how you build up your endurance and then get better. So then you can work on your intervals and then get the short bursts in, and then, you know, it's all a build up, and I feel like the slow sessions do help. Yeah, so if you've like built a base and you're looking for something more, I would really recommend the app. I do really think it is worth it. It's completely changed the game for running for me. My goal for the year is 10k, so I think I might do another 5k improvement plan, then go on to a 10k plan, because I just really want to get like my 5k to a good amount. And then I also use Strava, so Runner can be linked to Strava, but before I had Runner I did just track my runs on Strava. It's a good free app to track how far you're running and the pace you're running and everything. Obviously it hasn't just got the coaching bit involved. I do just use the free version of the app, and it can like show you the progress over time. Like today for example, it's like congrats on your like furthest run, or like it obviously tracks like your 5k time or your 10k time or whatever like that. So it's a good way to like track the progress over time on an app where you don't really need to put much effort into it, especially if you've got it linked to Runner. But if not, you can literally, I'm sure you've probably heard of Strava, everyone uses it. So like you just press record, run, start, and then it will just track the whole time. So it's a pretty straightforward app. But yeah, that's kind of a bit of an intro into my running journey so far. Obviously I am like really early on, that's the thing. Like I've only been like stepped up the running game since Feb. Before that I was just kind of chilling, you know, and like I don't regret that at all. But yeah, now let's move into just clothing, accessories, how I feel, all that jazz. I've got some of the stuff with me, but the other stuff is actually in the wash, so I can't show you. So clothing, the first one is my Honor Active bra. You've probably seen it in my vlogs or my Instagram. I'll try and put the picture of it on me. It's just like that black double layered Honor Active bra. That's just like my go-to bra. Or there's also an Honor Active like blue one that I wear sometimes if it's like a shorter run. And then the My Protein shorts, they're really good and a lot cheaper. I can't remember how much I got them for. I want to say 25 pounds. Again, I'll put them there. I'll try leave links of all of these in the description. So they're the shorts I'd recommend. And then the top in that photo as well is My Protein. I think I've got it. Yeah, yes, it's inside out. So it's just a plain little top, and I feel like just when it's a bit more chilly, you don't feel like as exposed as your sports bra out. So I'd recommend this one. And then my shoes. So I've just got these Nike shoes. They look a bit, they're not too bad actually, are they? They're the Nike Quest 6. It says Comfy Ride there. I got these, it would have been last April, so I'm running them for about a year. I do need to get a gait analysis done at one point. I would recommend you doing that. I haven't done that yet, and I know I need to do it, but I'll get it. I think I'm going to get one done in the next couple months. So yeah, they're my shoes. They're pretty comfortable. They've done the job. I've not got along with them so far. I think maybe I would probably need to upgrade at some point, but they're doing the job for now. Then we've got my running belt. I use this like 5k and under, but I did run a 6.5 the other day and did wear my vest. But this is actually from Amazon. It's Iono, and it's got two little bits. I usually put like my inhaler, AirPods, keys and tissue because I've got chronic sinusitis in there, and then I just usually put my phone in there. This has lasted like a year and it's still in really good condition, so I'd recommend that. And again, it wasn't too expensive. Then I've got my running vest, which I actually only bought like a couple weeks ago. This is from TikTok shop from Inoxto, it's called. So it's got I've got the water bottle included, but it's actually currently drying. Just like a blue plasticky water bottle, and I put that in here. And then I put everything else in this little zip. I probably would like invest in like a better one at some point, because I feel like I do maybe need like another pocket, but like this is pretty decent. I think I paid something like £13, and it has also got like a little thing at the back, a zip, but I don't really like having something behind me if I was running like a marathon or something maybe, but I'm not doing that, so this works for me for now. And then another TikTok thing, got these the other day as well, my running glasses. They were just cheap, and I wanted some not to wear my normal sunglasses when I was running anymore, so I got these. And then another TikTok one, slick back brush. This is how I get my hair away from my face, no flyaways. It was so cheap as well, something like £2. I think actually for all the TikTok stuff, they are on my showcase on my TikTok account, so go over there and all of the TikTok stuff will be on there, so you can buy them. And then I've got, I know it's not the time of year, but I thought I'd show you now anyway, because it will be at some point. This is my like winter headband. I would really recommend one of these, especially if you get sore ears. It just like covers, almost like this headband, but like goes over your ears as well. I'd really recommend that. I think I can't remember where I got this from. Maybe TikTok? I'm not sure, but they're like cheap to get. You can get them most places. And then I got this. I believe it was from Decathlon. Yes, and it's just a zip up jacket for when it's raining, basically. It's got 2 pockets, and it's got a little like breathable bit, so you're not overheating too much. And yeah, that is a must for the winter, of course. Then I've got, I'm holding it like this because it's obviously oily, I've got my rosemary oil. I usually put this in my hair like once or twice a week, but I just thought I'd include it because if you're like doing a run on a hair wash day or something like that, something like rosemary oil, it slicks it back, and then it's also doing something good for your hair at the same time. So that is the hair syrup rosemary oil, which I'd recommend. And then 2 other like accessories. I just wear Nike socks. Again, if I start running longer distances, I'll probably have to change this, but for now this is what works for like around 5k-ish. But I've ran 8k in all of this as well. So just standard Nike socks, ankle socks, and then I wear my AirPods. I know some people wear Shocks, I think they are. I think they're meant to be quite good for running, but I don't want to be buying loads of stuff. AirPods do work. Then fuel. I have started fueling during my runs because I've now run like 8k, so I fueled on my 7k and my 8k. I don't know if I meant to or not. I'm pretty sure it's 30 to 60 grams of carbs after an hour of running. So I'm technically not meant to be doing it, but I've basically been using candy kittens and just having like 1 or 2, and I feel like they have been helping. I might change it over time, but now if I'm running like 7k and up, I'm just going to bring like 2 or 3 candy kittens and have, I think today I had one at 4k, 1 at 5 and 1 at 6 maybe. This is what's working for me. I'm still a beginner, but this is what I'm doing. It has worked. It just gives that little energy boost in my run to just get through it. And I use Free Sol electrolytes. I'm sure you've heard me speak about them. I personally like them. I do think you just have to get used to electrolytes. They're never going to taste like amazing. I just like Free Sol as a brand. I also use their protein powder in my oats, and I've been kind of making sure I've been having my oats at least 3 days a week. So I'm getting a lot of carbs and protein in my breakfast to like replenish me after my runs. Like that's usually my after run breakfast. And then my pre-workout, because I run in the morning, again this is probably going to change as I get further along into my running journey, but at the moment I just have a rice cake and a peanut butter about 15 minutes before I go out, and that works for me. Obviously I have an underactive thyroid, so I already have to wait 30 minutes in the morning to eat, so kind of don't have much time to play with, you know, otherwise I'd maybe like fuel more. I might have to at some point just get up earlier, but at the moment it's working for me. I feel fine afterwards. I've got a Fitbit which tracks like my readiness and everything, so I'd know if it wasn't working well because my readiness would be really low, and at the moment it's like okay. Then moving on to top tips for beginners. I feel like everyone's getting into running and I love it. It's such an accessible sport really. I know obviously there are some things you have to buy, but out of all that stuff, get yourself a pair of trainers, and I would personally get a running belt. You can get them on TikTok shop or Amazon for quite cheap, like £10. My trainers weren't that expensive either, if I remember rightly, maybe £60. Then you can get them on Vinted or something, you know, like, as long as you've got a pair of trainers and leggings or shorts or sport, or there's some stuff, but like I would recommend maybe going secondhand if you can't afford all that stuff, because I know a lot of people get things secondhand on Vinted. Vinted is very good for getting like all these like big gym brands cheap. You do not need loads of gym wear, like you just really don't. I literally have one pair of shorts that I wear and then 2 pairs of leggings, 'cause I just don't like wearing my other leggings on my runs, and like that's enough. You don't need loads, like you really don't. And I'm sure I'll maybe get like another pair of shorts at some point, because at the moment it is kind of like I have to make sure I do a wash at the right time in the week to then be able to wear it again later in the week for another run. But yeah, as long as you've got like a couple pairs of shorts or leggings, I think you're fine. Like, don't compare yourself to people on social media like always having different running outfits. I literally wear the same running outfit every time and I don't care, because my whole objective is to go out and run, not look good. Then, so the top tips are to just put no pressure on yourself. So at the start, just run for like the feeling and for just getting out. Don't chase a distance. Don't get obsessive with like, oh my god, I'm running like at this pace, or I'm not running far enough. Just put no pressure on it, because then you'll see whether you enjoy it, and then if you do enjoy it, then you can like maybe go onto a plan. Then, like I was just saying, looks don't matter. I look like a sweaty mess after a run. When I'm running, I sing along to myself. I'm just like don't feel like you have to look good. Like, what you're doing is hard, so if you look like you're struggling, then it's fine. Then run slower. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it is key for endurance, and I do personally find it really difficult, because I feel like when I'm listening to music I'll speed up with like a good song, but again, runner is good for that, because it will like be in my ear, like slow down, go faster, slow down, go. So like that is really handy for me, because I do really struggle with pacing. Then push the mental barriers. So there's a difference between the mind giving up and the body giving up. And for the start, even though I was like enjoying it, that's why I kind of went to like, I want to do a plan, because I felt like I was letting my mind put myself in a box and be like, no, you can't run that far, you'll never be able to run a 5k. And that's all mind. That's not my legs giving up and like me exhausting myself, you know. So I think just learning to practice that and realize when it's you being like, I just don't want to do it, rather than like your body actually being like, you need to stop. It, you know, takes time to distinguish the difference between the two, but that's something that has really like transformed my running. And I don't think I would be running as far if I wasn't pushing my mind to be like, piss off, I can run this far, you know. And then follow a plan when you're ready. So runner obviously made a massive difference to me. Like recently, literally I ran from April to Feb with no plan, and I feel like since I've now gone on a plan, decided to do that, like it has really transformed my running journey, and I'm just excited for where things take me, you know. I'm not thinking about a marathon anytime soon, I'm really not. Fair play to all of you do it, I respect you all so much. I've been loving all the London Marathon and Manchester Marathon videos, but I'm not ready for that yet. My goal for the year is 10k, we'll see how it goes. I do know I want to do a half marathon at some point, I just don't know when. But for now, I'm just kind of like enjoying the journey, and like I said, I think I'm going to do another 5k improvement plan after this, and then a 10k plan. Then after that, I don't really know. I'm just going to play it by ear, really. But yeah, I hope that video helps. Like I said, for the TikTok stuff, that's all in my TikTok showcase, and hopefully I remember to get all the links for everything else. If not, do just comment down below and I will send you a link. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you're at the beginning of your running journey and how you're finding it, and yeah, hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next video.